What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Smackdown review. A lot of things happening tonight. Once again, back-to-back nights in my hometown, Chicago, Illinois, and I believe this is the final Smackdown of the year, as it was the final Raw last night. Was Smackdown a better show than Raw last night? In a way, yes, it had its parts. And by the way, this whole first hour was commercial-free for Smackdown. So I'm getting into the show tonight. We kicked it off with Daniel Bryan as he came out, as usual, gets a big pop. Pretty much say it was good to be back in Chicago, and now he has to deal with the whole U.S. title thing with Dolph Ziggler from last week. And he says, he's been trying to reach Dolph Ziggler all week, calling him and texting him, but he hasn't responded. So Dolph pretty much voluntarily relinquished the U.S. title. And on his personal note, that Dolph is one of the best of all time, and everyone wished him best in the future right now. But as of this time, with the U.S. title being relinquished, Bryan said it would be a United States Championship tournament that would start tonight, as Baron Corbin would go against Bobby Roode. And listen, let me just, before I get on to the next part of this whole segment, regarding the U.S. title, I felt like something like this was going to happen. It's going to be some type of tournament, so in a way I thought it was coming. Now, I don't know if this is a thing, which probably is kind of a work, that even though this whole Ziggler thing is weird to begin with, it's probably going to be a thing where Ziggler is not here, and maybe he'll show up weeks later. And my buddy was probably right. This may be like a CM Punk thing. If you remember when CM Punk won the WWE Championship, and then he left, and they did a tournament for the U.S. title, and then he comes back, and then they got to do the whole, champion versus champion thing. We'll see what goes with that. It's either that or Ziggler is really gone, and I know a lot of people really want him gone, because I feel like they've wasted this guy in WWE, especially this year. It's just gone bad, and he hasn't really been, no one hasn't cared about him, especially this year. Last year was different, but now it's like they did something with him last year with the Miz, and now he just kind of fell flat on the ground again. But next was Gable and Benjamin. By the way, during the Bryan promo, when Ziggler, even they were talking about Ziggler, they were all chanting Rusev Day. We getting the Rusev Day, all right. As Gable and Benjamin showed up, wanting a title shot, but Bryan says, "You guys already had a title shot." And yes, we earned our opportunity, but we didn't get them one, singles match. It was like the New Day and the English and Rusev getting involved. And then English and Rusev came out. I believe, English is from Chicago, by the way. And making a song, how they beaten the Usos 2 weeks ago, and the New Day, and then people were chanting for Rusev Day. Let me say this right here before we keep going on. Rusev Day is super duper over. Okay, this is mega over. Alright, even I didn't think he could get back in this, because I'll say right here, Rusev is not really at the best of years, kind of coming back. See, the problem was when they brought him back was, you immediately put him against a returning John Cena, and then Randy Orton made him look like a joke. So I guess this whole Rusev Day has gotten over. The t-shirts have been out there, and now this is gotten to the point where it is big. It is super, super over now, okay? Like, there were Rusev Day chants. Rusev. Everything was Rusev Day. Rusev Day. Cause they forget Christmas. It's the day after Christmas. This is Rusev Day, folks. It ain't Christmas no more. So, this is Rusev Day. So, the t-shirt, it's getting big. Really big. That these guys will probably be the tag team champions soon enough. Or if Rusev ever goes back to being a face, he will be a super over mega face in a way when you look at it. So hopefully creative does not screw this up in some way, somehow. They will, knowing them, because WWE. And I hope this isn't the same case. If you remember Wade Barrett, folks, remember what happened to Barrett? A few years ago, he was over. He had some bad news, but then they squandered him off, and he was irrelevant again. So hopefully they do not screw up the Rusev Day thing. New Day came out with their pancakes, and it was Gable that was pinned. The New Day wasn't beat, or Even Rusev said we weren't beat either because they said, did Gable get the pin? Yes. Is Rusev Day a oddly charismatic team that's over? Yes, true, pretty much. And then Daniel Bryan, it was true that I pretty much your boys are the next #1 contenders. Is the New Day. And then Rusev told Daniel Bryan to make a decision, or does he need his mommy Shane McMahon to do something? And as the New Day was dancing, pretty much the New Day, Daniel Bryan says, right now, triple threat tag team match, and whoever wins will become the #1 contenders against the Usos. Usos came out on commentary, setting up the match immediately. I know they had to kill a lot of time, but this was a great way to start off the show. As the match went on, there were New Day chants. And yeah, I know people said it took 20 minutes for Chicago to get a CM Punk chant, and I know people booed at it. We'll let this one slide, okay? CM Punk's chants yesterday, those were necessary. Tonight, not during this segment. If it was a match that sucked, then they have a right to chant CM Punk. No problem with that. But, pretty much going in from that, this match was really good to kick off the show. I really did enjoy it. So it was a very great tag team match to kick it off. Like I said, Rusev, super over. Okay, even the double accolade was great. The match was all over the place. Pretty much Gable and Benjamin, or American Alpha 2.0, pretty much won with a power bomb. Well, Doomsday device power bomb like finish on Big E for the win. So great way to kick off the show. They win with Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. A very awkward segment once again, trying to get the tension there. Shane was bothered by that comment Bryan made saying, "You're accusing me of being my father, Vince." He knows Vince does a lot of things, but he's revolutionized sports entertainment. I don't like saying that word, but and Bryan pretty much, he looked at Shane, throwing weight around lately, and talk about his dad's rival traits and whatever, but Shane pretty much accused Bryan of, why are you doing this U.S. tournament? Couldn't have been better since, Baron Corbin does technically have a rematch, so yes, and Bobby Roode could, get a shot at, get his chance for the title again at Clash Champions. And putting Kevin Owens against AJ Styles in the main event, pretty much showing favoritism to both Owens and Zayn, he thought. But Bryan says, Owens and AJ had one of the best rivalries of this year. Why not one more match? Well, most of that rivalry had kind of involved Shane in it too. But pretty much after that segment, they're still trying to break these two up. Well, not break them up, but I don't know. Some people say Shane's going heel, but it really looks like Bryan's kind of going more heel. But like I said before, it's impossible to make Daniel Bryan heel. Most everyone says Shane, like I look at it as like Shane somewhat the face, because it's like, how could Shane be the heel if he's already going against heels? Doesn't make sense. Bludgeon Brothers pretty much killed Breezango again, but it was ended by DQ since the Ascension came out, and even told Dasha, or a lot of these robot announcers in the back, that on the behalf of Breezango, they're gonna get a rematch next week, so we'll see where this goes, and so we'll see what happens there. And I know they had a lot of time to fill in the hour. Of course, they're gonna keep playing that Women's Royal Rumble, video package, which most of that thing I felt like was just to promote Stephanie McMahon so she could put herself over and take credit for all things. But yeah. But I guess we'll see where this whole Ascension and Breezango thing go. Ruby Riott, or the Riott Squad, came out as she was ready to go against Naomi. And then they had to cut a promo, which looked really scripted. That I think about now, it looked very scripted for some reason. But she was kind of reading off something. Naomi, well, the match itself with Naomi and Ruby Riott was kind of whatever. I honestly didn't care, and then they started jumping her, and then Charlotte tried to make the save, and then she got beat up, and Then next thing, which even a lot of people expected Becky to come out, but maybe it's kind of best Becky's not here because they got nothing going on for the women on SmackDown, and Charlotte has no opponent. And then I guess the welcoming committee, Natalia, which people thought she would have disappeared. Lana, Tamina, and Carmella scared them off, but then they pretty much got them in before they ran off. So it's not much to say about the women. Yeah, both women's divisions just feel oddly bad. And only, like I said, the only reason why most of these women were even brought up is just to fill more spots up for this women's Royal Rumble thing, and they got nothing going on. They really don't. Especially they really don't have an opponent for Charlotte right now. So it's just kind of this whole Riot Squad. They already looked like chumps last week, losing to Charlotte and Naomi. So are we doing this again? AJ Styles was interviewed and talked about, which is kind of crazy. He started off champion in 2017, and now he's going to end the year as champion 2017. And talked about Kevin Owens, and talking about he's going to have to work hard to beat me, and talk about the house that AJ Styles built. Bobby Roode went against Baron Corbin in the first round for the U.S. tournament. People chanted glorious, of course. Okay. Pretty much Roode got the win after what did he dodge? Did he dodge? But yeah, he dodged the end of days and pretty much jumped out of a choke slam into pretty much a roll up and winning the match. So I got expected him to go over right here. So yeah, but the match was good. I'll give it that. Next was the next round in as Ty Dillinger. Ty Dillinger, we haven't seen him on TV in God knows how long. I forgot he still had a job there at one point. He went against Jinder Mahal, which this is literally the smartest plan now. At least put him in the U.S. title tournament and get him very, very far away from the WWE Championship as possible. We're glad that's over. Very glad that's over. He is not WWE Champion anymore. He's now in the U.S. thing. He beat Ty Dillinger for Colossus. He didn't really use Singh Brothers that much, but this is the way to put a good way to put him in for this. So I can understand this move, bring him to back to the mid-card level, since this guy is not literally a main eventer. Ty Dillinger, like I said, I forget the guy's on TV. I forgot he was there. We barely see him. You forget he's there. Kevin Owens walking with champagne with Sami Zayn. Talked to Dasha how he's going to beat AJ Styles tonight, and talked about Shane and everything, and talked about the same things and get Daniel Bryan, but you're not going to celebrate with us either because I got my guardian angel in my corner with pretty much Sami Zayn. Randy Orton was in the back somewhere talking about my whole focus most of the time is being in places I didn't need to be in, and my focus this year at the Royal Rumble will be throwing 29 men over the top rope, even though he's already won the Royal Rumble again this year. He said this was my third time. Next thing you know, Shinsuke Nakamura shows up and he pretty much said let's rumble, and it's a good idea. So we will be seeing Shinsuke and Randy Orton in the Royal Rumble match, which I'm still surprised Orton even won this year. I mean, he was champion this year, folks, remember that. But we all know he lost it too. Yeah. Main event time, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. Sorry match, I'll give it that. Really good. Of course, both guys mostly over. I did like the fans when they chanted "Too Sweet," woo woo, Bullet Club and everything. But as the match went on, Sami Zayn got involved, and then Shane McMahon got involved, coming out trying to get rid of Sami as the ref got rid of him. Even though the ref looked like he turned his back forever on Kevin and AJ, as AJ got the win, but then Owens pretty much AJ got the win, but then pretty much Owens got the roll-up win, holding the tights, which the referee clearly looked at it, and pretty much Kevin Owens still beat him, as pretty much Shane stood there and looked at AJ Styles as he walked up the stage as Owens and Zayn celebrated. So I feel like now AJ Styles may have to be involved in this whole Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Daniel Bryan thing. So yeah, but that whole ending finish right there, it looked like the crowd just not the crowd, but it looked kind of messed up because it looked like some people were kind of seconds off late. But the match was good. Wasn't really nothing wrong with it that much. Seen it a lot, but nothing really wrong with it that bad. But I feel like they're gonna interject AJ somehow with Shane McMahon and all them, and however this feud goes. But I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say about this point. It's kind of getting old now when you think about it. So why they keep this up, I don't know. But as for SmackDown, so it was good. Rusev Day, super over. This was the final one of this year. I know I did not go to any of them. I'm glad I didn't go to Raw now, but yeah, I wasn't going to any of these two, but it was good. I will try to make a video though about pretty much everything in wrestling this year, and I will go from the WWE, the TNA, Ring of Honor. There's a lot of stories that have hit the entire year, like some good, some bad, and there's a lot to discuss, especially in the WWE from a lot of bad things they keep putting on. But we'll get to that later on. So yeah, there's a lot to say about these shows. But I am out of here. I will see you guys later, and peace out. Comment and subscribe.